remember back in the 1990s when Lakewood Ranch development was just beginning. All us locals were like, who would want to live among the cows? There was nothing out there. No pharmacy, no grocery store, nothing. Well, the last laugh is on us because Lakewood Ranch is Sarasota area's largest master plan community, and it is thriving. So today we're going to do a deep dive into Lakewood Ranch, and we're going to start back in the 1800s. Around that time in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, John Schroeder owned the largest lumber company in the country, producing about 75 million board feet of wood annually and employing 500 people. In 1905, needing more timber, he purchased 45 acres in what is now Lakewood Ranch and expanded to over 30,000 acres, calling it the Schroeder Manatee Ranch. After his death, Schroeder's sons took over, diversifying into furniture manufacturing and launching a children's toy line called Play School. But when these businesses floundered, they were forced to sell their companies. That's how the Uihleins, the original owners of Schlitz Brewery, ended up with the property. They bought the land for as little as $2 per acre from their friends in 1922 and decided to keep the name. For nearly 70 years, the ranch's focus was on cattle, citrus, tree, and shell mining. While these activities weren't always profitable, the Uihleins valued the land for their own enjoyment, especially polo. Robert Uihlein Jr. is in the Polo Hall of Fame and won the U.S. Polo Championship in 1951 and 61, and his son Robin followed with a win in 1975. In 1991, before the first home was ever built, the family founded the Sarasota Polo Club on 600 acres of their land. Today, Robert's nephew Jamie continues the family polo tradition as a professional polo player, helping keep the club on the map with numerous tournament wins. Even with polo thriving, the future of the ranch was shifting. Two pivotal events were about to change everything. First was Manatee and Sarasota counties eyeing the land for a landfill, sewer plant, and a new airport, but the idea was struck down in 1985. It was then the Uihleins knew they needed to consider other options. The second event was when I-75's final stretch was completed right next to the Schroeder Manatee Ranch, connecting Tampa to Fort Myers, and a vision of a master plan community was born. And from that moment on, the story shifts from ranch land and polo fields to one of the fastest growing, most sought after communities in the country. In fact, for the past 7 consecutive years, Lakewood Ranch has ranked as the nation's top-selling multi-generational master plan community. Today, it spans over 35,000 acres, stretching from State Road 64 in the north to Fruitville Road in the south, and from I-75 east for 7 miles to Bourneside Boulevard. It's now home to over 74,000 residents, most of them full-time in 36 neighborhoods, and that number is projected to grow by more than 117,000 people by 2034. And it's most likely because it has something for everyone. For 55-plus residents, there are 2 dedicated communities with maintenance-free living. For families, there are 39 schools, from preschool and daycares through college. Golf lovers can choose from 8 local courses, some private and some are not. Nature enthusiasts have 150 miles of trails, 13 community parks, and over 40% of Lakewood Ranch is dedicated open space for recreation. And for the socially active, Lakewood Ranch Communities Activities is a nonprofit that ensures that the social component of Lakewood Ranch will live long past the developer's involvement. It organizes more than 60 clubs and groups and weekly activities ranging from holiday celebrations to campouts. There's even a resident app to stay in the know. Shopping, dining, and entertainment are everywhere, with over 300 shops and restaurants spread over 3 town centers and a dozen neighborhood plazas. Healthcare is close to home too, with a top-rated hospital, lots of medical offices, and many senior living facilities. And here's a map showing you where all the beaches are located. And here's another map with the area's airports. So how much does it cost to live here? The price range is currently in the low 200,000s for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo, up to a $6 million home with 6 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms. HOA fees range from $100 to $800 per month, depending on the amenities and level of maintenance, most falling between $200 and $300 per month. Lakewood Ranch has a Community Development District, or CDD, and that fee is included in the annual tax bill. It pays for roads, common area landscaping, parks, and trails throughout the community. Depending on the neighborhood's amenities, it ranges from $500 to $3,000 and up per year. The Schroeder Manatee folks got the last laugh and proved all of us longtime locals wrong. They put so much care and thought into creating a community that's not just a bunch of homes, but rather an active lifestyle for all ages. So if you're moving to the area or you want to move inland, Lakewood Ranch might just be for you. Until next time, wishing you a wonderful Friday and even better weekend.